let's talk about Dave Montgomery. He spoke on a couple things. In the latter half, I'll keep the serious part of the video. So he basically said that, they dubbed the name for him and David Montgomery. They dubbed it Sonic and Knuckles. Gibbs being Sonic, he being Knuckles. Sonic being the speed, and Knuckles kind of being the bronze and the power. We grew up on that. The TV shows with Jaleel White. Video games, Sonic 1, Sonic 2, Sonic vs. Knuckles. So we grew up on that. I still got some of the original games on my Sega Genesis. 1, 2, 3. There might be Sonic vs. Knuckles on there too. So, but yeah, I'm a huge Sonic fan. Sonic and Mario. I was a fan of both. I had still got the Super Nintendo. Super Mario World is still one of my favorite games. I'm almost beat it for the first time. My cousin used to beat all my games for me. He was older than me. He used to beat all of them. And I stopped playing. I'm gonna start playing. I'm almost there. I'm at Bowser's Castle and shit. But yeah, nostalgia. But yeah, basically, he said that really ain't no one or two between him and Gibbs. He said, people seen me be able to break long runs. And Gibbs is stronger than what people think he is. So basically what he's saying, they both can catch the ball out the backfield regardless of what you think. And, he basically said that, they both can do everything. So it's really not a 1-2 or Kobe Shaq thing. It's like they got two aces that can literally do everything. And, when you're able to put egos aside and y'all able to get along with each other, that was Kobe and Shaq thing, and then that was mainly Shaq fault. I always bring that up in my videos that was Shaquille O'Neal fault. Shaquille O'Neal wanted to he was jealous of guards. He's a jealous guy. He was jealous of Penny Hardaway. That's why he left Orlando. That's the main reason he left Orlando. Don't forget he slapped little Penny in a commercial off the couch. He was jealous. And then you turn around and, you got jealous of Kobe. Big men in basketball don't never, really get the flash like that. It's a guard's game. Everybody want to be a guard. That's why you got Karl Anthony Towns trying to be a wing instead of play his position. But you got two people on the Lions that play their position and play it well with Montgomery and Gibbs. And, and egos aside. If anything gonna work, if you got a group of friends, y'all want to invest, y'all, I read about the group of friends that sold YouTube and disappeared for like 1.something billion. Now it's worth almost a $500 billion. They disappeared and shit. But you want that type of partnership. Even in your relationship with your old lady, people have to compromise their egos. You got to be a team player. There may be some, weeks and months and years you sacrifice more than she do or more than your homeboys do. But it's the common goal. That's what I love about the balance of Gibbs and Montgomery. It ain't no egos. They're quality men. Gibbs know that Montgomery, getting beat up in the tackles, in between the tackles, that say put years on his career. And Montgomery Gibbs, doing what he's doing outside the tackles and everything else, that's putting longevity on his career. So it's a partnership made in heaven. And I never for the life of me understood why Chicago got rid of David Montgomery. He was very productive in Chicago. When they started giving him the bad football, they actually started winning games. When they started giving him the football, they started winning games. So I don't understand why. Chicago got rid of him. I don't get it. Made too much sense on my end. But it is what it is. Now, he got into some serious stuff, right? So, you know, y'all catch my drift, right? So he got into some serious stuff where he talked about, you know, I think his rookie year, early in his career, that fantasy owners made him kind of want to, you know, delete himself. And he said he was dealing with some other things in his life. You know, he said he was dealing with some other things going on. And, you know, and you got to understand, man, we all think if we got money, all our problems are solved. And I watched the interview with Jermaine O'Neal. He played with the Pacers back when going to work bad boys, and he was battling with them. And he said that he wish everybody knew what it felt like to have a lot of money. He said because, you know, everybody think your life get easier, and that ain't, according to him, that ain't the case. You know, and he basically said that he was ready to, you know, he's ready to go to the upper room. That's what he said. And he said, you know, he was going through some stuff, and fantasy owners was really pushing him over the edge. And I know people gonna say, man, this dude is mentally weak, and we don't know what nobody be going through, man. You don't know, man. I talk to a lot of young men, a lot of older men too. The stuff that guys go through, man, and the only reason guys open up is because other people open up. You know, the stuff, the trauma that guys go through, you'd be surprised. He said he was in the act of doing it. He was in the act of, you know, doing it, and what I mean, God is great, man. What made him not actually follow through was his nephew calling him and checking up on him, say, how you doing? He said, I miss you. He said he didn't bring up football, he didn't bring up his speed. He said he called him and told him, you know, I miss you, I'm just checking on you. And, you know, people be surprised, man. You know, when somebody call and check up on you as a man, that don't happen. If your kids call you, they want something, you know, they kids. Nieces, nephew call you, they want something. You know, your woman call you, you got bitches and women, excuse my language. They always got their hand out. Don't nobody try to go out there and wait for you. And that's what women don't understand. Being a man is actually pretty hard. It was another guy I was speaking to, man. He said he got divorced after, you know, almost 30 years. He said 28, 29 years. And he was saying because, you know, his wife, her father, you know, had a DV situation with a lady, and that pretty much made her start to fear men. So, you know, he said he was off on a trip, and he got a text message in his trip about 10, 12, 13 hours away that she was leaving. He got home, all this happy shit was gone. He told me, man, he said, the only reason I didn't off myself was because of my dog. He said my dog kept me going, kept me alive. This dude had kids and everything, or at least a kid I know. You know, and it's too often, man, you hear those stories, man. I heard another story. Don't know the guy, but I was through another mutual friend, and he was saying that a dude was, you know, I forget what the situation was, but he had the Jimmy to his head, ready to off me. He said, next time you feel like that, just keep blowing me up till I answer. You gotta understand, man, a lot of these men, no matter if you got money or not, you don't got no support, bro. You gotta ask yourself, last time somebody just called and checked on, just say, hey, man, how you doing, man? You good? You know, did you eat? You want something to eat? Like, nah. And then your homeboys, you know, you can't really open up to them because it's everything's a joke or something like so. For the most part, a lot of dudes be suffering in silence. I've been there before. You suffer in silence. You know? You suffer in silence. Bills, stress, job, lack of job, all this shit can mount on you. You know? So, yeah, when you start looking at it, it get treacherous out here. But, you know, a simple call saved his life. You know, a simple call saved his life. A simple call. So, yeah, I mean, and that's sometimes all somebody needs. Is like, hey, man, how you doing? So make that conscious effort, even if you're a woman, you're a man, you're a child, you're a teenager, watch, make conscious effort, just not just men, but men for real, because women get a lot of the nurturing and a lot of love and, you know, whatever. But yeah, everybody, man. Hey, grandma, how you doing? Grandpa, you good? Just checking up on you. That can save a life. Don't cost you $1. Don't cost you $50. Nothing. Your homeboy, hey, man, I'm just checking up on you, making sure you're good. How you pay your people doing? That can save a life. There's a lot of dudes out here, man, believe it or not, you know, that's looking at the ceiling, that's contemplating that decision. You know, and I say this, it's more male deletions in the United States than breast cancer victims in the United States. So they don't really be caring about caring about men like that. I don't think I should have did this. Being greedy. So just to let y'all know, man, like, yeah, a simple call can save a life. The simple, you good, just checking on you, that can save a life. And even you know, that go a long way with the ladies too. That's what people don't understand. They go a long way with the ladies too. Sometimes, you know, I might be, you know, texting shit. I'm just making sure you're good, just checking on you. Ain't asking for nothing, just checking for you, making sure you're good. That's it. So, man, you know, shout out to Dave Montgomery still being here. It's a lot of brothers that did it. They ain't here no more. That if people supported them or people checked on them and they felt like they mattered, you know what I'm saying, they'd still be here. So that's a topic that's always close to my heart. Always close to my heart. You know, because a lot of dudes dealing with stuff and they you know, going sending themselves up there with, he could have just been simple support. Simple support. So yeah, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Hit the link tree, follow me on X, Facebook, Instagram, Spotify. Other than that, man, you know, you can check out my Patreon and my other channels. Other channel links in the description. Goodfellow TV, Free Game 89, the whole 9. Free Game 89, the whole 9. Bars. But hey, peace.